Okay, what's up guys? So today I'm gonna do a review of another skateboard product. And today it's going to be a review on the Powell Peralta Frankie Hill Bulldog reissue. This is the, I guess, like the teal blue, like light blue colorway. But yeah, it's the Frankie Hill Bulldog reissue. So this is after not exactly a month, but almost a month. Almost a month of skating it, and the reason why I want to do this review on this particular deck is because it's pretty much like, I mean, there is a couple videos from Powell, of like some of the team riders skating it, but not like there's not really like an in-depth review. So we're like in-depth review of this deck. So like talking about like how it's like shaped or how it feels. Because to be honest, like yeah, the videos of the team riders skating it and stuff, they like those boards, like they pretty much got them for free. And also, I mean, because they're fucking team riders. So anyways, so yeah, this is the board, my board in particular. As you can see, I have it set up with Indy 159 hollows. So the hollow kingpin, hollow axles. I'm just gonna talk about my set anyways. This video is only about the deck, but I'm just gonna say what my like setup is set up. So as you can see, Bulldog deck, light blue color. Like I said, Indy 159 hollows. This is the Grand Taylor Pro model. So it has like the Grand Taylor colorway. 60 millimeter 97A Dragons, the Nanocubics. I am planning to make a review on these wheels, but there's already like a ton of reviews or a ton of videos of people, like reviews on these wheels, and I don't know, I really want to make a video on something that is like already been reviewed a bunch of times. So yeah, okay, that's all that stuff. So yeah, the board. So it's after 1 month, and any thoughts, especially one thing that I want to say about it, like I really want to talk about, is like how the shape is, because even though this board is a reissue, yeah, it's probably like even though it's a reissue, but it's probably like the most, in my opinion, like a very skatable reissue, because a lot of the other reissues, like the for example the Caballero Dragon or the Wellander, like those boards, especially the concave on them, like pretty much those boards, the concave is just completely flat. Pretty much, it's like almost completely flat. Pretty much barely any nose, and just a very squared, the like traditional tail, but they're pretty much flat. This board, I don't know if this is the original mold. I don't think so, because the concave on this thing is way more higher than, like, it's like a traditional concave. It's actually not that mellow. It's actually like, if you look like how the concave, like how the dips are, like it's like pretty aggressive. Like this is a pretty medium high, I would say like almost high concave. And honestly, it actually feels really really good skating. um yeah, concave feels really nice. uh Actually, I think I should probably talk about dimensions. I'm going to talk about dimensions later, but yeah, I want to talk about the concave first. Check for the front. So you can't really see it, but you can kind of see it on the logo. Yeah, it's pretty deep. The concave is pretty deep. And for the shape, obviously the nice traditional, the same shape that they use. This tail, I'm pretty sure, and the side rails are from the Vallely. The what is it? The elephant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they use it's the same shape, but they just added a bigger nose. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the kicktails, the kicks. So the tail, this is a very nice squared, not like super squared. It's you know, just a standard simple square tail. I don't know the length of it though, but I mean, it's pretty normal. I mean, maybe a little bit more longer, but probably like around 7 inch, seven something. Like a standard length tail, but most importantly, it's squared, so it's like, you know, have a lot of room. Um, Also I have skip plates installed. You can see I got the what is it? T-bolts screwed, the rivet bolts, and a homemade skip plate. Because I don't want to fuck up this deck. I really don't want to. Yeah, this is like my first like Powell reissue. Like, so I just don't want to mess it up. That's why I have a skip plate. Just, you know, from a cutting board, homemade. But anyways, yeah, very nice kit though. Very planned. I don't have any problems. The nose, I don't really use it as much because I don't really do a lot of gnarly stuff. But it's pretty nice. Obviously, it's a little bit more shorter than the tail, which is, you know, a lot of popsicles. It's the opposite. You know, they have a longer nose, but I don't really use the nose. But this is a very functional nose. Like, this is a very obviously like a very functional nose. So you could you could actually use this thing to like as a standard board. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a little bit more wide. It's 10 inches wide. But like the wheelbase, yeah, it also has an adjustable wheelbase as well. If you see here, where is it? Yeah, that's the longer wheelbase. So you can choose between a 14 inch, which is why I have this set up, obviously, because I use this for street, or you can change it to a 14 and a half. I'm pretty sure 14 and a half. So like the longer wheelbase. So that's pretty cool that they actually have an option to change the wheelbase. Um, so yeah, um, yeah. So I thought I talk about the shape. The nose, very nice nose. Nose, you know, tapered nose. As you can see, also tapered sides. You know, tapered rails, just like a regular shaped deck. You know, regular shaped deck, obviously. The shape of it is not super extreme tapered. You know, like a you know like a the cab dragon or something. Um, on the back trucks, it is 8.5, so 8.5. Um, Actually, no. I'm pretty sure the back is actually 8.7, 8.75. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it is 8.75 on the back. Not 8.5, 8.75 on the back. Sorry. That's why the wheels, you can see they're pretty much flush, and the trucks, they're pretty much flush with the board. And I'm pretty sure it's like 8.8 or something, but it's like a little bit more wider than 8.75. Yeah, a little bit more wider. And then it tapers. Sorry, it goes wider towards the front, and as you can see, the front trucks, they kind of have a they kind of tucked in, because yeah, the widest point from here to here is 10 inches. I mean, this board is listed as 10 inches because it's like the widest point, and but the actual wheels don't actually sit under the most widest spot. It's actually sits a little bit more forward. Even with the short wheelbase, it does sit a bit more forward. So it does sit actually here, which is around like maybe like 9.5 or something like that. So if you're thinking about like getting like, you know, wider, like I don't know if you're thinking about getting trucks for this, you could, maybe it depends. I mean, there's only two truck sizes that can actually be perfect for this board, or like, you know, suitable for this board, which is 159s or 169s, you know, 875 trucks or 9-inch trucks or 10-inch trucks. But if you do go with the 10-inch route, it's gonna stick out quite a bit actually on the back. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I use this for street, and it's pretty much normal for the front wheels to be a little bit tucked in. It felt really weird at first because I'm used to, you know, riding a, you know, traditional popsicle where it's like the same both front and back. It felt kind of weird first, and it does grind, like the pressure point of like doing grinds is a little bit more weird, because it's not the same on the front and back, because the front is like wider than the back. But you get used to it, you know. Oh, as you see here, so you can kind of see how the concave is. You can actually kind of see how the concave is from the light. Yeah, it's pretty steep. Actually, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Okay, so I have a ruler here. Put it on the board. You can see how goddamn how fucking sorry, excuse me. How steep that concave is. This is on the widest point. You see, that's a lot of space. That's a lot. Like the concave is like high. Like it's super high. And on the back, it's like the same. It's freaking high, man. And even on the tail, you can kind of see, some light. The tails also have a little bit of concave. It's not completely flat. Same with the nose. You can kind of see a light. You can see some light in the middle. So it's a little bit. It is a little bit curved. So yeah, the concave on this thing is like super deep. So if you kind of hesitant of getting like a reissue, or you really like skateboards but you kind of hesitant because like you might think like the concave is gonna be like way too flat, and another thing about boards with really flat concaves, it's gonna be it's gonna be really flexible because like it doesn't have the support on the sides from the concave. It's gonna like bend. If you land in the middle, it's gonna bend pretty drastically. But like with this, like after a month it still feels like it's like super stiff. Another fact as well, like it still feels very stiff because of the really freaking high concave. But also like this is the board is made in Mexico, so it's obviously cold press, I think. Yeah, cold press, which is like the best way to actually like the best boards. Like Mexico, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they make the best boards. Which is probably why it still feels really poppy. Even with a skip plate, I can still do kind of decent ollies. I still suck at ollies, but like it still feels very stiff because it's also another fact with the concave as well, makes it even more stiffer. Yeah, it's a really great board for like transition, for street. Um, plus the fact with the adjustable wheelbase, it's pretty sick. And also like, come on, man, it's the Bulldog deck. It's sick as hell. So, I think that's pretty much the only thing I really want to talk about it. Have a little grip job, sticker on my cat, couple grip art, fresh. Cause like obviously like come on, it's like this is a skateboard. Like you have to have some paint pen art, artistry on the grip tape. Like you have to, you know what I mean. Top graphic if you want to see it. Bulldog graphic. Also, yeah, if you're wondering, why is my bolts under the grit tape? I'm actually using Grind King. What is it? Rocket bolts. It's the hammer in, like the hammer in style bolts. You might thinking like, I'm pretty sure some collector out there is gonna be like, why would you drill this perfectly good board, drill the fucking skip plate on the back, and why would you use hammer in hardware? That's just gonna destroy the deck. This is a collector's board. I don't really care. And also like, I'm still running a skip plate, and like if I don't actually run this skip plate, you know what I mean? This is gonna be a rant on collectors, but I'm just gonna rant out a little bit. But yeah, if I didn't put a skip plate, like this tail would be completely destroyed. Like look how much wear I have on the skip plate, and look at the actual tail itself. It's like still pristine. It's like pristine. Yeah, I think it's probably best to just drill two pretty small holes and put a piece of plastic on the back to protect the board. You know what I mean? And like the board still gets scratched up a little bit. Little scuffs here and there. Kind of the paint kind of coming off and stuff. But yeah, but also yeah, another thing as well. That's actually pretty interesting. If you look at my trucks, you can see these are the 159. So they have the old school bolt pattern plus the new school. So the 6-hole base plate. And you can see I'm actually running the new school bolt pattern. So standard bolt pattern now, not the old school one, which is very strange because this board is obviously a reissue from the original one back in 1990, I think, when this board first came out. And I'm pretty sure in 1990 I'm pretty sure the new school pattern didn't exist yet. So kind of interesting that they actually drilled this board with new school pattern. So that's pretty cool. So that means that you actually have a little bit more truck options. So not only just indies, like with some other board like reissues, like the Steve Size or something, or the Pearl Wellington board. I'm pretty sure those boards only use. I'm pretty sure those are only drilled with the old school pattern, not the new school one. But this, yeah, it uses the new school, so you can actually use like the Ace trucks, because I'm pretty sure Ace trucks only come with the new school pattern. You can also use Lopifs. I'm pretty sure the Lopifs, or what they're called, the weird looking T-shaped hanger trucks, the Lopifs, the new ones, the 2.0s. I'm pretty sure they also come with only new school pattern. So you can use, like, I mean, it's only like a couple brands of trucks, but you could use other brand trucks. You could use Ventures if you want to. You could use Thunders. Yeah, you can actually use Thunder, like 161s, Venture 6.0s, I think. I think those are the 875 with trucks. So you can, yeah, you can actually use a lot of variety of trucks, not just indies. So yeah, pretty cool, man. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. On the board, we'll talk about the shape, the mold, how it skates, how the wood feels. Yeah, it's the graphic as well. Sean Cliver, graphic, freaking sick. Frankie Hill. Yeah, sick, man. Yeah, Frankie Hill also still, like, he still fucking rips till this day. You know what I mean? After, like, years of injuries, he still rips. You know what I mean? So yeah, Frankie Hill Bulldog deck, Bulldog reissue. So yeah.